In today's video, I'm going to be going over the setup that I'm going to be using for the 2025 Lancaster Archery Classic. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to go over is the bow. I have a Matthews Atlas, same one that I ran for all 3D season last year and the year before. I really like this bow. I chose to shoot this over the Tidal that I have because with short bars, it seemed like this just responded better to that short front bar. For stabilizers, I have a Beestinger Micro Hex 10-inch in the front and a 15-inch in the back. This is a Premier Plus bar. I have 19 on it and 31 in the front. I'll be shooting in the bow hunter class. And what makes it different from open classes is that you have to have a short front bar. For Lancaster and NFAA, there's no limit for the back bar. So that's why I chose to put that long 15-inch back bar on it. And then you also can't use a lens in your sight or move it after qualification begins. I have 30.5-inch mods on this Atlas with 80% let off, and they are 75-pound mods that max out about 68.5 pounds, 69 pounds, somewhere in there. And I'm shooting such high poundage to get the holding weight up where I want it. It's right around 14 pounds. I'm getting speed. Well, speed's not important for indoor, but I'm getting 282 or 283 feet a second. It just depends. Out of a 440 grain gold tip 30X arrow, I have a total of 140 in the front. I have a 100 grain screw in and then their insert. I used these at IBO Worlds and the third leg last year. Really like those arrows. I think they're about the best like do-it-all arrow there is. So for the back to the bow, I have the sight on there. It's an Excel Landslyde. Then I have a Elvish tack light. I really like this light. I like how it shuts off on its own automatically after it's not moved. I have mine set to where it's 20 seconds with no movement, it shuts off. And then for the scope, I have an Excel AVX 41 scope with a 10 thousandths green pin. And I have that green scope ring around it. Tim Gillingham makes them. It just helps me center up my Peep sight really easy and simple. Kind of happens automatically for me that way. And I have both of the scope shades on it. I have gas Freakshow strings. I really like these strings. They don't move hardly at all once you put them on, which is good. I have a Hamskea Insight Peep with, I believe, it is a, well, let me just check what aperture I have. But no, this one has the 1/8 aperture. The Tidal needed a 5/32. And then I have the Hamskea Epsilon rest. Really like this rest. I've had it for about 2 years now and it's not done anything. Like, I've had no trouble out of it. I have the target conversion kit on it with that like composite plastic blade. It really works well for me. So that's kind of set up I'm running. I have a Stan Onnex thumb button release. Really like it. I've had it for about 1.5 years. And it just works well. I've had no trouble out of it. I set my thumb buttons up super heavy, so I really have to work through that shot. And that just keeps me from getting punchy and stuff with it. I work it a lot like people do a hinge. But I have a shrewd grip on here. I really like that grip. It's super square on the back and flat. I mean, a little bit higher wrist than the Engage grip is, which I like. And then I have like non-slip tape that people put on like stairs and stuff, and it just keeps my hand from sliding when it gets sweaty, and I can set it in the grip and it's not gonna move. And it feels the same in all kinds of conditions, raining, sweating, hot, cold. It just feels the same all the time, which I really like, and I think that improves my consistency. So that's the setup I'm running for the 2025 Lancaster Archery Classic. Good luck to anyone who's going, and have fun out there shooting.